Good. This is fun.
Very nice.
Well, it's the least we can do. Now hold on, we're gonna have y'all back up. I don't know. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. The Tuscaloosa City Council will now come to order. If you would please stand for our prayer and then remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance. Bow our heads, please. Dear God, bless our proceedings tonight. Give us the wisdom to know what is just and the strength to do what is right. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the minutes be approved. Voting Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Minutes stand approved. Proclamation and statements by mayor and council. Tonight it is clear we've got energy in the council chambers and it's excited to be back recognizing the amazing young people in our community. And today we have the opportunity to introduce two new champions to a city of champions. I'm going to read this proclamation first for the Holy Spirit Lady Saints softball team. And I would ask the coaches of the softball team to please come up and join me as I read this proclamation into the record. Whereas the Holy Spirit Lady Saints softball team, led by team captain Claire Lebenthal, has worked its way through competing at the local, area, regional, and state levels this year. And whereas the Lady Saints had a record of 39-10, defeating ACA, Northside, Gordo, Northridge, John Carroll, South Lamar, Brookwood, Bibb County, Haddon, and Curry. As I was telling them earlier, I'm not certain who you didn't beat across the state of Alabama. Man, that's worth applauding for. I mean, that's... You just owned them. That's what you did every single day. Whereas several of the athletes were recognized individually. Elisa Faircloth was MVP. Olivia Watkins and Elena Russell were selected for the state tournament all-tournament team. The Alabama Sports Writers Association recognized Elisa Faircloth, Elena Russell, Charlie Kaiser, and Claire Lebenthal as 1A All-State players. That's amazing, as I was talking about at the reception earlier tonight, to have 4 1A state players on that team. Elisa was also recognized as the ASWA 1A Pitcher of the Year, Player of the Year, and head coach Jeff Lebenthal was recognized as ASWA 1A Coach of the Year. Whereas the Lady Saints softball team finished their season with the first state championship in the history of Holy Spirit, thanks to their persistency, dedication, and commitment. And as I mentioned at the reception earlier tonight, during the state tournament, these ladies beat their opponents by a combined score of 19-2. They showed no mercy when it mattered the most, and certainly you showed why you were such dominant champions. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Walt Maddox, on behalf of a very honored and grateful City Council, do hereby honor and congratulate the Holy Spirit's Lady Softball team in Tuscaloosa and encourage all citizens to join me in congratulating these exceptional athletes. And I can tell you, in talking to many before the reception, you can tell they're exceptional in many things just beyond athletics, certainly academics and what they will do in life. And make certain that we also honor the success that they have brought to their city. So, coaches, on behalf of a very grateful City Council, I would like to present this proclamation. Thank you very much.
For the people, will the softball girls stand out here so I can make sure I don't miss anybody? Because I'm going to introduce y'all.
I put them on the spot.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's just, yes. And I'll start with the girls, and then I'll end with my brothers in coaching. So we'll start with our seniors. Olivia Watkins. She plays second base for us. She's wonderful. My daughter, Claire Lebenthal. Mariana Sellers. She's another senior. We've got some other seniors from that here. So now I'm just going to go down the line. Mindy Mitchell. She's a wonderful player. Played for us many years. Yasmin, just Baumhauer, sorry. I'm just trying to, it's okay. Yeah, sorry. Savannah, she's just wonderful, played left field for us, it's great. AJ, Addison Jones, sorry. And then, sorry, I'm just getting a little nervous and a little sad. It's Jaren. She's a great player for us too. And Adeline, Emily, Sarah, Molly, just wonderful girls. Thank y'all. My coaches, Michael Bounds, Tommy Flowers, Miranda Dunn, and Brian Turner. Wonderful people that I enjoyed coaching with, and couldn't have been prouder to be part of this with y'all. And so, thank you, Mayor, for honoring us. And sorry I was nervous, ladies. Thank you.
And parents, we're going to take a group picture. I'm going to ask the council to step down, and we're all going to try to take a group picture once we get through the next proclamation. So it certainly was a championship year at Holy Spirit. They weren't satisfied with winning one state championship. They decided to go out and claim another. And it's my honor to read this proclamation into the record. The Holy Spirit Lady Saints track team has worked its way through competing at the local, sectional, and state levels this year. And whereas they won sectionals and state for 1A for the first time in the school's history, and several of the athletes won titles in sectionals. Chloe Moore, first in 800 meters. Hannah Kinney, first in the 1,600 and 200 meters. Elisa Mack, first in the pole vault. Hayden Pickleton, first in discus and javelin, along with the girls winning first place in the 4x800 relay. And whereas several of the athletes won titles at the state championship, Olivia Watkins, state champion in the 400 meters. Chloe Moore, state champion in the 800 meters. Elisa Mack, state champion in the pole vault, along with the girls winning first place in the first, I think I've repeated myself again, in the 4x800 relay. Whereas the Lady Saints track team finished their season with impressive times and places on the track and field events, thanks again to the persistency, dedication, and commitment. In addition to these outstanding athletes, the Lady Saints were led by a great coaching staff, and I'd ask that coaching staff to join me at the podium. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Walt Maddox, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby honor and congratulate the Holy Spirit Lady Saints track team and urge all citizens in Tuscaloosa and join me in congratulating these exceptional athletes and coaches, and just like with the ladies softball team, individuals of character who continue to make a difference for our community. Please join me in recognizing the Lady Saints track and field team. Stay tuned.
Wasn't planning on talking, but we'll do it, okay. Step out if you ran track. There we go. And by the way, did you know you have two softball players who won 2 titles?
That is amazing.
If you'll speak in the microphone for the people at home to hear.
Oh, I'm so
okay,
sorry.
Thank you.
We do have 2 young ladies on here, not just one in softball, but they won it in track too. So they've got 2 state titles. So that's a way to go out for their senior year. All right, I'll start here. I'm going to start here instead of go seniors and stuff. We got Abby, we got Olivia, Bailey, Sadie, Charlotte, Brianna, Michelle, Chloe, Sarah, Hannah. And we have plenty more, but this is it. But we can't overcome a lot of injuries. We have a very young team, and we're very excited what's going to happen next year. But I could not have done this without my wonderful coaching staff. They have to put up with me. I'm kind of all over the place, and they keep me organized, which is a good thing. So we'll start here. Mr. McLaurin, Mr. Seatbell, Mr. Dixon. Of course, yeah, that's it.
That's the Mayor Maddox.
Yeah, I was instrumental.
He was standing there, so.
You know, being a politician, and I know we would love to take a group picture with all the champions. So, council members, if you wouldn't mind coming down, I guess Stacy and y'all would help organize us so we can get a quick picture. And let me just say this as the council members come down: to the parents, to the grandparents, to the friends who take all the time to Uber your children around, to get them to practice, to make certain they got their grades, staying up late with them, to all the things you have to do as a parent. Congratulations to you, because I know how difficult that is. So give yourself a round of applause.
Can we get y'all to shift?
You want them up at that position?
Because we're getting too wide, can the coaches go up?
Can we make a pyramid? No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good.
I don't think we'll be seen.
It's staying on the table, but I don't know if that's correct.
Right in the middle.
Just keep looking.
Hey, Tuscaloosa.
We'll give the parents a couple of minutes. We'll pause right here. Let it. You're welcome to stay.
I won't tell him that when he gets back.
Absolutely. Congratulations. That is so awesome.
Let's roll.
I wanted to ask
They will always remember that.
Voters.
That's good. Those are voters, he said, damn right.
I'm telling you, I go to dumpsters. I know where they are.
It's true.
I know, it is true.
Husband. I said to him, I said, they're voters. I said, give them, he wanted to speak to take it, so they took the picture. I said, well, they are voters. And the kid said, damn right.
They're 18 now.
Just the politics
They
side. That
will
was
be by,
good.
hey, they will
That was
be,
funny.
they will be by 2025.
Well,
Perfect
depends on
timing,
who's in
right?
charge. They can vote now.
That's true.
Turn in their ballots in the mail or whatever they do these days. Everybody can vote.
Barry can recruit.
Yeah, Barry better be paying attention.
Barry, you need to be recruiting.
Can he?
He was head coach at Texas A&M.
Barry's got one girl off there.
And
Oh, that's right.
Troy
was assistant
State,
in
Alabama,
Alabama,
A&M.
He may be looking out for a couple folks at Shelton.
That's what I told him
Now,
today.
he comes to every meeting. Barry.
Yeah.
He comes. He's track coach.
He was head coach.
We will go ahead and resume the meeting. Do we have any statements by city council members?
Track coach.
Mr.
Any agenda items, comments by citizens?
No, sir.
No unfinished business. Consent agenda, clerk.
This approves items A through E on the consent agenda.
Move adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and second. We adopt the consent agenda. Voting, Mr. Fell.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Consent agenda is adopted. Public hearings, clerk.
This grants tentative approval of Jerusalem Gardens, a planned
Move it.
unit development.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Mr. Pons?
All right, so this is Jerusalem Gardens Subdivision. This is a residential development consisting of 14 residential lots and 3 open space lots on approximately 4.09 acres, located south of 1005 to 1027 54th Street East and west of 5401 12th Avenue East in Council District 7. Here's the location next to Dreamland, not Archibald's. This is the aerial map, so you can see the topography is, or there's a Alabama Power easement through the middle of the property. They are proposing 14 homes, 3-bedroom floor plans ranging from 1,300 square feet to 1,500. They will each have an enclosed two-car garage, and they have stated that the starting price will be $175,000 to $210,000. Here is just the layout of the property. You can see some open space in the green there, and then just a closer look here. About 6,000 square feet total for the lots. The proposed elevations, these are some examples of what those might look like. It does conform to framework. Framework identifies this property as suburban residential. You can see that on the future land use map here. And that is all that I've got for you guys tonight. Do you have any questions for staff?
Any questions? Okay. Is the applicant here tonight? If you would, please come forward and give your name and address.
Hi, I'm Ruth Ann Dover from Longleaf Engineering. My address is 1107 Wisteria Drive.
Any questions?
I just want to say Counselor Lanier, who represents that district, is sad that he couldn't be here tonight, but he is super excited about this project.
Okay.
And can you tell us when you're expected to begin?
We're in the design phase right now, but I think we have a roll on it. So.
Awesome. Any other questions? All right. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing. Is there anyone here wishing to speak for or against? Seeing none, voting Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 The tentative approval is granted. Good luck. Clerk?
This approves a gastropub as a conditional use for the Standard at 1217 University Boulevard.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second.
Okay. So we, again, William Cornish is petitioning for that conditional use to allow a gastropub at 1217 University Boulevard. This is on the strip right in between 1225 and Rounders. And here's a view. It's in the JCG Apparel building. So the request, again, is for that conditional use per section 2452. It states that gastropubs are conditional uses subject to review and approval by the City Council. These are the items to consider, but they're not limited to these items. We'll break it down. So occupancy has been set at 180. It's not going to change at any point. This is the occupancy. Hours of operation, Sunday, the kitchen is going to be 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. For the bar, 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as well as Saturday, it will be 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the kitchen, and then the bar will be 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Friday will be 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. for the kitchen, and 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. for the bar. So the public safety plan, per the petitioner, they will have to do the following. Staff will be in place to handle safety procedures throughout the business operating hours, and they have been trained to handle emergency situations. Patrons will be using the public parking and/or transportation to arrive at the location. The last call will be announced prior to closing to allow a steady exit of patrons onto the public streets to ensure closing in a timely manner. And there will also be trained security present during busy times to control occupancy, ID checking, and line quotas. So just again to review the department comments, fire was concerned about the occupancy. Specifically in this area, the two adjacent occupancies are a combined load of close to 1,100 individuals. This could create issues with exit discharge and loitering as it stands today. TPD also exemplified this sentiment of wanting one occupancy load set for the restaurant, which again will be set at 180. They had questions about whether there will be cameras outside and will TPD have access to this footage. There will be cameras and footage will be made available upon request per the petitioners. They did ask about the security personnel numbers. They have stated that there will be adequate security in the front, inside, and in the rear of the property. Do I have any questions?
Any questions for Ms. Hayes? Okay. If the applicants would come forward, please give your name and address. And I'd also like the record to reflect there is a letter from Counselor Mellon. I hope I'm Mellon.
Right.
Milan, as part of the record as well. If you would, please give your name and address.
Hello, William Cornish, 7609 North Ridge Road, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 35406, right? I'm still trying to memorize that.
Greg Melham, same address, 7609 River Ridge Road, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 35406.
Okay. Any questions of the applicants? Okay, if you would, just kind of give us an overview of what you're submitting to the council tonight.
Well, I have some stuff written down here, so we'll do that. Okay, I already introduced myself. Just would like to thank you guys for giving us opportunity to speak this evening and let you know that we're very excited to be a part of the city of Tuscaloosa and thrilled to make this our new home. The Gastropub license that we're seeking gives us the opportunity offer a wide variety of services during our 20-year lease. Some services will be lunch and dinner for families visiting, students looking to go out, enjoy some food and drinks with friends, business meeting, or just an excuse to eat pizza and grab a beer. Our business model is to serve food and drink during business hours while also providing various forms of entertainment, but not limited to watching sports, pay-per-view events, bar games such as trivia and bingo, and also providing a fun atmosphere for game days and other University of Alabama events.
Well, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I also want to thank you for your diligence and grateful to read the letter from the city of Easton, which says a lot about your integrity and what you all hope to bring to our fair city. And I want to welcome you to District 1. And anything that I can do to be of support to you, let me know.
Thank you. We're very excited.
Welcome to District 4.
You guys need to look at
Welcome to the city of Tuscaloosa.
That's right.
We're very excited, and I thank you.
Thank you for having faith in Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
Beautiful place. We're in love. We fell in love.
A great concept.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
plan to eat plenty of pizza.
When they're fighting over it. I do appreciate y'all have really worked hard in engaging the city
did.
council in the last couple months. That really is appreciated. More than you know.
A lot of good air miles, too.
Yeah, I know.
When do you expect to be open?
We're hoping October, beginning of October.
Between me and Mr. Busby, we want the first piece.
That's our lunch place, yeah.
I'm afraid the chief of police already asked.
Chief Blankley's already asked for the first piece.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and call
plenty
for.
available.
I'm going to go ahead and call for the vote. Well, let me first ask: is there anyone
that
here
our
who wishes to
lunch
speak for or against? Seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and call for the vote. I've always believed if you have the vote, you might as well call for him. Voting for Mr. Fell. I'm voting with Mr. Fell.
Yes.
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 Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We wish you guys luck. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck. Resolution ordinances not of a general nature or permanent operation. Clerk.
The substitute for page 20 approves the downtown riverfront overlay district permit for Alum Tuscaloosa at 2130 4th Street.
Move to accept.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Do we have a staff presenter tonight? Okay, come on, Mr. I know that they presented in pre-council, so if you would, please go ahead and give your name and address.
Ward McFarland, 846 Pembroke Lane, Tuscaloosa.
Any questions for Mr. McFarland? You've seen the presentation.
I just want to, I know the concept, I'm fine with it. I just want you to know that it's very important to me that this doesn't change and doesn't become a student complex.
Understood.
Right.
Any other questions, Mr. McFarland?
There'd be some rich students, that's for sure.
There would be some very rich students.
Yeah.
I understand that.
There's plenty of those.
Yeah.
And for the public, just can you just give them kind of an overview of what it's going to be?
Basically, what we've got here is a high-end hotel. The difference in it and any other hotel, it is a fully, it's going to be a fully furnished, have a kitchenette. The difference between it and any other hotel is simply that individual people own the units. It's condoed out. So there's different people that own each unit.
Right.
But it's operated under a central management facility, a central hotel operator with a front desk. The most similar concept to it I can tell you around this area that most people would be familiar with is Sandestin Beach Resort. It's
Gotcha.
done like that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. McFarland.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 The permit is approved. Good luck. Thank you. Clerk.
This will adopt the city's 2022 action plan for the community planning and development programs and authorize the submission of the plan to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Move adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes execution of a vendor agreement and related documents for the State of Alabama Low-Income Housing Household Water Assistance Program.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes the Tuscaloosa Police Department to sign a memorandum of agreement with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This amends the resolution authorizing the creation and implementation of school supplies for parking tickets program from July 19th.
Move to accept.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes a contract with Evoqua Water Technologies, LLC.
Move to accept.
Second.
It's been moved and second to move forward with Evoqua Water. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes execution of primary agreement and task order directive number 1 with Duncan Coker Associates PC for the University Boulevard Corridor Improvements Project.
So moved. Second.
Been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes a minor public works contract with Rick's Service Company, LLC.
Move.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes a minor public works contract with Shepherd Services, LLC.
Move adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes a contract with Spencer Management, LLC for the Office of Community and Neighborhood Services Let's Paint and Renovate program.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes a one-time lump sum payment to retirees through the Retirement Systems of Alabama.
Make a motion.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
Fight over that.
This authorizes an adjustment and refund of excess deposit to Sperlin Properties, LLC for the installation of water mains and services for 4th Street and 23rd Charles Sperlin Fire Line.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes the First Amendment to the 29th Street Water Tower Option Agreement to lease additional property to install a generator and propane tank.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Clerk.
This authorizes the payment of a Comcast invoice for the construction of underground utilities regarding Phase 2 of the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard Jack Warner Parkway project.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution's adopted. Ordinances and resolutions of a general nature of permanent operation for introduction. Clerk.
This will annex property located at 13525 Reginald Forest Road to the corporate limits of the city of Tuscaloosa.
Move to accept.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Do I hear a call for unanimous consent?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Properties annexed. Clerk.
This will appoint William Edwards to the Historic Preservation Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 All for unanimous. Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Pell.
Yes.
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 Resolution, appointment is made. Clerk.
This will amend Section 1961 of the Code of Tuscaloosa.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second. Voting, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Do I hear a call for unanimous consent?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Code is amended, clerk.
This will amend section 1971 of the Code of 17 of the Code of Tuscaloosa.
Move it up.
Second.
Then moved and second, voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Do I hear a
Call for unanimous.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Code is amended, clerk.
This will amend section 71A8 of the Code of Tuscaloosa.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Do I hear a call for
Call for
unanimous?
unanimous.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Code is amended, clerk.
This will amend section 1966 of the Code of Tuscaloosa.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Call for unanimous consent.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Code's amended, clerk.
This authorizes Amendment 12 to the fiscal year 2022 general fund budget.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Do I hear a
Call for
call?
unanimous.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Budget's amended, clerk.
This authorizes Amendment 4 to the 2022 Elevate Tuscaloosa Fund budget.
Move.
Second.
Voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Call for unanimous consent.
Second.
Second.
Moved and second, voting, Mr. Fell?
Yes.
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 Budget is amended. Auditing accounts.
This authorizes the payment of bills.
Pay Kips bills.
Pay gifts bill.
Name of bill.
Moved and second. You were just home 1 or 2 days last week,
That's right. You know, yeah, I was giving y'all a break this time.
Voting, Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
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 Bills are paid. Citizens' comments and other communications. Any citizens wish to address their city council tonight?
I'll jump up real quick because I can tell a couple of you guys are ready to get out of the seat. I'm Rob Kemp. I live at 1714 Fifth Avenue. That's the University Place part of Forest Lake. It's Councilor Howard's district. I want to say a couple of things about city departments and you guys as well, actually. There's some little things in the neighborhood that have made a big difference, and over time they've been maintained and they're kept going, and recently those have come together to do the little things we need in that neighborhood to stay in neighborhood. One is, of course, 311 being responsive and directing these calls and having the follow-up so we find out if citizens, when we've called in with stuff, are getting their services. They always do a good professional job. But specifically over at Environmental Services, they've helped us out. I think this has been going on for a while. It's kind of a quiet thing nobody says. When there's move in, move out, there's a bunch of garbage that ends up on the curbs and stuff, and some of it's household garbage that's not supposed to go in the trash truck. There are extra runs made, and sometimes there's a man truck that actually came through and got that stuff. Makes all the difference that when these thunderstorms come through, that garbage is not blowing all over the streets. And so the job the guys do on the street, picking that stuff up and taking care of it, and then the management and the long-term planning to know we got to do this to keep it from being a problem. We've also had great success. A few years ago, I came up and talked to you guys. The mayor and Councilor Howard got y'all to change the policy. Since the city owns the garbage carts, you guys can replace those things, and that helps cut down on our mosquito problems. Constantly having the city come out and replace those things, and I think that's made a difference for us. There's not standing water for the mosquitoes all year. And then finally, TDOT. Two things TDOT's been helping us with. With that bridge coming at our neighborhood off of 2nd Avenue, we wanted to have the city pay attention to that and to be sure if it becomes a shot of traffic shooting through us, that we could do something about it. And so there's been a traffic study going on for a while. And I think they've got Tim Bunger now, I believe, is over there taking care of things, staying in communication with us. And so hopefully, if there are any troubles or anything that needs to be changed, that'll happen. But also some kind of a way for people to safely get across 15th Street and to connect up City Walk as well as the campus and some of the residences. Because 15th Street, as you know, is pretty intimidating. And then finally, painting the curbs, which is another little tiny thing, but that got done super professionally. Very recently, they ran out of paint, got in touch with me, let me know they were coming, finished the job, it looks good. There's no way anybody who moves into the neighborhood could say, I didn't see the yellow curb. That yellow curb's bright and yellow. But thank y'all for the management, and thanks to the folks at City Hall as well as at those departments for the detailed job they're doing that makes it a nicer place to live. Thank y'all.
Mr. Kemp, thank you so much for coming and addressing us and bringing us a good report. And Mayor, I do just want to say thank you to Environmental Services and also Code Enforcement. I spent some time walking down some streets with Mr. Kemp, so to hear that things are coming together for the better that makes me very happy.
I've got District 4. I feel your pain on move in, move out. My good Lord. The mayor's arranged a staff ride at my request, and so me and the key people are riding around looking at the bomb explosions all over. Thanks.
And Mr. Kemp, I will let you know, I know something that the Forest Lake Neighborhood Association, along with many, have talked about for the last couple of years is a more robust code enforcement. And the council, I'm certain, is in alignment because they've been saying the same thing. The budget that I'll present on August 25th, and I think the council will endorse, is going to include a real expansion of our code enforcement inside the city of Tuscaloosa. I know the council has been very, I'd say adamant that we need to do more, and I agree. And so I look forward to unveiling that, and I think the council will support it because we want to continue to preserve and protect our neighborhoods like Forest Lake.
And Mayor, I want to
Thank you
add
for
to
all you
that.
do.
And I want to thank you for adding that about the code enforcement because I want our constituents to know that we are in constant discussions. I know you and I have been about code enforcement within the districts, especially our district, and I want to appreciate that. I want the public to know that they should be seeing some changes very soon.
I tell you, Ms. Kreitz this morning presented her plan, and we're excited. I can't wait to share it with the city council. But Rob, thank you again. It's strong neighborhoods and strong neighborhood associations that make all the difference in the world for our neighborhoods. Anyone else wish to address our city council? If you would, please come forward and give your name and address.
My name is Burl Thorne. I live at 6900 Charlie Davis Road. That's a little gravel road off of Sanders Ferry Road behind the rubber plant.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to register a noise pollution problem that I have at my house. Several times a year, we're disturbed at our home by loud music that is either a musical group or disc jockey playing loud music with a large audience of university students. Alcohol is served at these events, and my wife and I are having trouble finding someone who will claim involvement with these events. We can't find anybody to listen to our complaints, and the event is off of Joe Malisham Parkway at the Toll Bridge booth. And you come in from the other side to get to my house. And my house is about 250 yards from this venue, and the noise is just intolerable. We've got to leave the house. Let me go back. In the fall of 2018, a concert was presented that occurred on the property that I've discussed. Cars arrived at my house, driving up my driveway into my yard, searching for the event. The event lasted till past 1 a.m. The next morning. We contacted the city police department. Incidentally, I am in the city limits. They arrived at our house, questioned us, and went to the event venue. They talked to someone there and returned to our house and told us that it was not in the city jurisdiction, that it was a university sorority fraternity event, and they had no authority. We contacted the Tuscaloosa Sheriff's Department. They came and did the same thing and told us they had no authority because it was in the city jurisdiction. The following day, we contacted one of the landowners, Mr. Peyton Cochran, and discussed the disturbance with him. He told us that that he would inform us of future events, but only 4 were scheduled at that time, and there wouldn't be any more. He would not tell us who was in charge. He just said that he had signed a contract and couldn't do anything about it. My wife, a few days later, contacted the University of Alabama because Mr. Cochran told us it was a UA event. The University Dean of Student Affairs office denied any university connection. She then connected the Pan Hellenic Association, and they denied any responsibility for the event. Approximately 2 weeks later, Mr. Cochran contacted me and told me another event was scheduled. He provided traffic cones to block our driveway. The event lasted until approximately 1 a.m. again. Since that time, there have been no other further notifications of when they're going to be there. We don't know when to expect the noise, anything about it. If we hear the loud music, we know it's happening. In October of 2021, I suffered a major heart attack, returned home from the hospital. 2 days later, was disturbed by the loud music. This past April, my family and friends were celebrating my grandson's 8th birthday in our backyard. The loud music began and we had to stop the party. Everybody went home. We couldn't even hear each other talk. These events are so large that several commercial buses transport UA students to and from these events. Students are also allowed to drive into these events. When either of my wife and I have driven over to register a complaint, we're not allowed on the property by the security staff, but we watch other vehicles drive in and out of the events. These are potentially intoxicated drivers because alcohol and loud music are the only attractions of these events. The security staff tells us that the event is over at midnight, but noise continues until later in the night. Also, events are now held on the evening and then resume the following day in the middle of the day. This past fall, my wife contacted the city's 311 number in an effort to find help with this problem. The 311 staff was very helpful in trying to find us resources or contacts. We were eventually referred to Dan Hogue with the city police department. He referred us to Mr. Woodson in the city attorney's office. Mr. Woodson's response was that the city officials assumed that no one lives in the area and wouldn't be bothered. We have a map that we can share with you showing exactly where the unit is, the venue is in relation to our home. These events also, I told you before, about 250 yards from my house.
And grant you one more minute, if you would, but I do think we have some information that maybe can help in the future. Please, if we give you about a minute to wrap up.
Okay. In conclusion, I have been told, been told that you guys have to give them a permit for the alcohol. And again, alcohol and the loud music is the only purpose of them being out in a vacant field. And, you know, if it's a university sorority, and that's who I've been told it is, they can have their parties at their fraternity houses or sorority houses or on campus. Of course, the campus is not going to allow them to do what they're doing.
And you are correct. Mr. Holmes, our city attorney, and I, and Scott, please correct me if I get this wrong. The location of the party itself, where it's taking place, is correct. It's outside the city's jurisdiction. Therefore, we cannot enforce the noise ordinance. But what the city can do is what you just referenced. When they come back this fall for an alcohol license, that's something that we can prevent them from getting. Now, they could still hold parties, but I think the chances of them holding parties without alcohol would be very small. And
that's what I think.
So I am really glad that you came tonight to share that with us. And I can't remember any other events that were not a fraternity or sorority connected event. Maybe there has been, but I don't recall that. So I think you're spot on with that.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Thorne.
Exactly. I'm also glad you came because we were told, and we did get the license. But they're not, excuse me.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be bus only. And so I'm glad you came, like the mayor said, because they said they have security at the entrance and no drive-up cars are allowed. So apparently that's not true.
That's not true.
And thank you again. Mr. Woodson and I have been in constant conversation about that, and I'm glad that we are going to finally get it rectified at this moment, because we've talked about it.
We've talked
about it. We have talked about it, and Jimbo and I talked about it, and I referred them to him, and I thought this was taken care of, but I'm glad that you let us know that it has not been taken care of, because we don't want you all to continue to suffer where you and your wife had to leave to get some kind of peace.
The only word of caution I have is I don't remember,
We don't want no words of caution.
I don't remember the last time they came before the council asking for a permit.
Not
So
long
I-
ago.
I don't know if there are additional permits where they haven't had the event yet that have been granted, but we can check with our revenue.
please.
But when was the last time they had one? Do you recall?
Yes, sir, it was just in the spring, just as school was being out.
Okay, that
And that's
hopefully
when,
that
that's
means-
when they started in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Or at night, continued the next afternoon.
That's right.
And so we had to put up with it for almost 24 hours.
I-
And at least I would like to be warned when they're gonna be
Sure.
there, so I can go
Right.
someplace else.
Well-
because we have to leave.
I want to tell you, thank you for coming to us. I'm afraid too many citizens feel like they can't come up here and say something and we won't respond, but I've not heard a complaint, but this is extremely valid to me. I'm very sympathetic to your
I
problem.
want to echo Mr. Coe. You shouldn't have to leave your home, nor
No.
should you have to abandon your child's grandchild 8-year-old birthday party. That's
Now, the neighborhood, now, we're the closest. Now,
Right.
we are kind of sparsely populated out there, but now, there are several other neighbors that would like to register the complaint too, but we are the only ones that have to leave our homes.
Right.
Thank
I That's right.
And,
That's correct.
and I'm sure that coming in from Malisham, they don't realize that we're that close.
yeah.
And they may not know that they're
Appreciate you
there.
coming.
Well, now we know.
I was going to say too that we did ask some of these questions,
Mhm.
and it doesn't seem like we've been getting the right answers. So this will be an interesting hearing when they come back.
Well, the time that they came up the driveway, there was 15 cars. What are you talking about scary? You wonder
There are no cars.
how fast somebody can invade your home.
Right.
And 15 of them, one behind the other, came up, went out into the yard. When they realized they were in the wrong place, went out and just made a continuous train into the yard and came back, and they had to, my driveway is a couple hundred yards long itself, coming in from the other direction. But 250 yards for as much noise as they're making is nothing.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, our Brandy Johnson, our city clerk, makes a good point. If anyone else would like to register any complaints with us, and they don't need to necessarily wait on an application to come forward, Brandy, tell them how they can make certain that the council's aware.
So I believe I spoke with your wife. You guys can either give my office a call and let us know that you're coming to council, and we can make sure that we have you guys down. Or you can just send an email to cityclerk@tuscaloosa.com and send us letters of your noise complaints so that we can keep them on official record in our office.
And that should be done every time that we have a complaint.
Every time if you'd like, I can get you guys a couple of my business cards before I head out.
So, and I'm sure we'll try to, I'm sure Mr. Wilson's
Yes,
going
sir.
to flag
Well,
this, and we'll let
The
you know.
biggest problem is
Right.
nobody's in charge. Anybody
Right.
we talk to, oh,
We're,
it's not
we're in
us.
charge of that alcohol
Amen.
license. You had the right spot.
Yeah, I think we're on your side.
You need to quit having those parties at your house. You know, they just all just pull up.
Well, and there can't be any ID checks. I mean, they come in there unless they do it before.
Well, now,
get
they
there.
say they say
And
that
They say they do.
and
There's got to be.
And nobody's
underage.
doing any driving, somebody's lying.
I don't think you're gonna have that problem anymore.
Mr. Thorne,
Thanks
thank
for your
you.
time.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir.
Let
Thank
us
you.
know.
Anyone else wish to address their city council?
I see our honorable Senator Gerald Allen here
Don't go
tonight.
overboard.
Yeah, hey, he is honorable. And you'd like to say something, Gerald?
Make it short, Senator.
I tell you what, listen to all this back in the back here. Y'all move through your agenda much quicker, faster than the Alabama legislature does. But it's been a joy and a privilege for me to represent Tuscaloosa for 28 years. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And I met this guy in '94 and had a great opportunity to get to know him. And he twisted my arm so many times. And it's been a privilege to work with you, Mayor.
Same here, Senator.
And each one of you, thank you. And Kip and I, back in 1975,
75.
Wow.
Yeah.
we are dated, aren't we?
Yes, sir. But we still look the same. I don't get it.
Tell you what.
Wouldn't tell a lie.
But yesterday I was listening to a talk radio show, and many of you may have heard the same program, but there is a a gentleman running for U.S. Senate in Arizona, and he said the city of Tuscaloosa 2 or 3 times, and the host said it a couple of times, and you know, for each of us to live here and to govern here is a privilege and opportunity, and what's happened over the last few years, some dramatic developments took place that has made Tuscaloosa who we are, and having MBUSI here and all the suppliers and some things that's taking place, and our mission, in my opinion, for the future years to come, is that, for instance, just a quick story. I had a birthday, okay, and my granddaughter, McKinley, she called me a day late, Mayor. She said, "Granddaddy, how's it feel to be 72?" And without pausing too quickly, I said, "Well, I'm 18 years from being 90." And I said that for a reason, is that each one of us play a critical role in the generation that will follow each of us.
That's right.
And there are some things that we need to do, and we can have that discussion later. But it's a privilege and a joy to represent Tuscaloosa and each of you, and thank you for your public service and all that you do. And by the way, recently I was at a conference and I was introduced as Wes Allen's father.
That means you've arrived.
Anyway, thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you, Gerald.
Thank you, Senator.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming by tonight. Anyone else? Well, subject to the exercise of mayoral veto and ordinances of a general nature or permanent operation, all applicable departments hereby ordered to otherwise implement council policy this day enacted.
Move we adjourn.
Moved in second, voting Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
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 Gerald. Gerald. Nice job.
Oh, really?